All right, all right, all right. Welcome to the Heather Marie Show.
Word.
Thank y'all for joining us today. So how y'all doing on this lovely Thursday today, Supreme?
I'm all right. I'm all right. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you pretty good.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm well. I'm doing well. Working on music.
As usual, I know that's how it goes. Yep. Gotta stay grinding.
That's it.
So let's see. I know a lot of things are coming up. Let's see, I just did the bougie Boss Babes brunch this past weekend with the ladies. Shouts out to Jasmine. It was also her birthday weekend. So we had a nice time out there. We actually got to meet with Chef Nima. And she's actually doing, I don't know if it's right now or if it was about an hour ago, but I know she's actually doing a competition with Chef Bobby Flay. So we're sending out good positive energy out to Chef Nima in hopes that she wins the competition against Bobby Flay. And they're doing it out here in Shreveport. So
Okay, word.
yeah, so we got some little things going on out here. I look like 50 Cent doubled down on Shreveport. He's already agreed to invest down here. I think it's about 45 years. I think originally it was like 30 running the studios, and I think now it's like up to 45. But he said he's going to be bringing music, food, culture, and art out here. So Shreveport's definitely the new scene, and we already out here in Shreveport. How you doing? It looks like we got LA Keith here in the building. Well, let's welcome him to the stage. How you doing today?
Good. How y'all doing?
All
What's
right.
up?
Now,
What's
all
up? What's
right.
up?
Yes,
Thank you for coming to the Heather Marie Show.
Okay, for sure. Thank y'all for inviting me.
Yeah. Heather, before you get started, I just want to give a second to let a few more people get on the YouTube and the Discord by sharing the Twitter and Blue Sky. So just give it a few
Okay.
seconds before you start interviewing the man. Thanks for coming on, though, for sure.
No problem. No problem. Thank y'all for having me.
Yeah, and in the last second notice too that's always shows you a quality artist when they can show up and it's like, yo, I got something last minute. You know, like you can show up, you're like, yeah, I got you. I'm like, all right, that shows
Yeah.
determination. It shows love of the
Oh yeah,
craft.
yeah. I love this. This is my passion. Like, so any step I could take that's gonna bring me forward towards it, I'm gonna go through that.
That says a
Most
lot about
definitely.
your artistry. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like I said,
Yeah.
it's not everybody. It kind of used to have to be everybody had to kind of be that way. And like in the industry was like the old industry, and then
Yeah.
everything became digital, and then people really weren't doing that. And now people are like, you know what, we got to go back to that because that we ain't having it no more.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I feel like back in the day, it was a lot less opportunity to get to this kind of standard or to get the type of opportunity. So nowadays, it's like so much. It's so much entrepreneurs. There's so much social media. There's so many platforms for you to reach out to people. So I believe it's a lot easier. But I'm trying to be international. Like I'm trying to, you know, I want to spread the message. I want to get a world like a taste of what it feels like to be able to actually be yourself for real, not have to go behind the guidance or like follow the main wave. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, you definitely in the right spot for that, LA Keith. Because over here, one of my favorite things is authenticity.
yeah,
I'm
of course,
on
of course.
that. Be the change you seek, authenticity. Be about what you're talking about. Don't just talk about it. Be about it. I mean,
Yeah, practice what you preach.
yeah,
Sure.
yeah, yeah, yep. Show up and show out, all that kind of stuff. So that's like what we do over here for sure. So
Okay,
you definitely,
okay.
yeah, you definitely in the right spot for that. You know what I mean? Yeah,
Yeah, I appreciate that. I appreciate it. I see it. You know,
definitely. Where it said, where are you from?
I'm from Florida, Polk County. I really don't, I really don't like where I'm from. It's kind of like it's not the best opportunity place out here, but I grew up here. I never been out the state really, so I'm trying to travel, go see the world, show my family what it's like to like be out the projects.
Do some shows, go see the world. That's a
Yeah,
good. That's a good thing.
definitely. Yeah, definitely.
There's a big world out there. Get that, and you don't necessarily need that real ID too. You can get like your passport. You don't have to get the real ID. If you're gonna like spend the extra money, you might as well get like the real deal and actually be able to go somewhere.
Yeah, that's a plan. That's a plan. You know, a couple people that I'm ready to travel with, they already have passports. I'm gonna get my stuff together. You know,
Yeah, skip the real
I'm
ID. I'm gonna give you a pro tip. Skip the real ID. Just keep your regular ID and just get the passport. Don't get the real ID. And then if they ask you for the real ID and they're like, "Oh, they give you a problem about it," if you have your passport, it doesn't matter. You don't need
yeah.
it
Okay.
because your
Okay, that's cool.
passport's like the big dog. So you pull it out, and
Yeah.
you're like, "Oh, I got it." They're like, "There's nothing else." They just scan.
Yeah,
They
for
come up and
sure.
just scan it. Beep. I found that like traveling while like I was flying. I did a show in Miami, in April. And I was wondering because I was at Whole Foods, and so I got this juice. It's like the Red Cleanse, and it's got like beet
Yeah.
juice. So this lady comes and like runs into me. I have this shoe, boom, and guess what happened? Not only did it hit my
Mm-mm.
hand, but it went out. It dumped all of my purse, so my purse was ruined, and
Oh
it got all
wow.
inside my purse, which I'm always carrying, my passport. So I didn't know if I was
No.
gonna have to get a whole new one. The whole real ID came out, but guess what? I went to TSS. Said, you know what? I'm not trying to be funny. I know there's a lot of people here, but is this good? She's like, there's one way to find out. She said, instead of checking in with your ID, come check in over here. She came and she
Yeah.
goes, boop, and she rang it up like it was like a bag of chips or something.
Oh wow.
There's a barcode inside of it.
Oh, so she was able to scan it even if it was wet or messed up.
Yeah. Like you,
That's pretty cool.
like, yeah, it's crazy because it's dark purple. So I didn't know. I was like, oh, because they say if there's like watermarks and stuff like that, but it's obviously not water. It's like a big like purple stain. It looks like purple. It's from the beach. It's the
It's
best.
probably it's kind of like a
scan.
dollar bill. That's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie.
It
No,
still scans. So yeah, they said it was good. They said as long as it scans, or as
hmm
long as you know what I mean, then you're good to go. So
Okay, for sure. I'm gonna be traveling. I'm ready for it. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah.
definitely. Yeah, they didn't used to have all that. Like I used to. So I'm from Buffalo, and we used to just go across the Peace Bridge, and they didn't need anything. And they
Mm.
weird questions. I'm like, why'd they ask these weird questions? What are you going over there for? How long are you going to be over there? I was like, what, they think you're kidnapping us or something? I was like, what is this? You know, we're like riding with my grandma, like the grandma's car, or whatever. You cross the
Yeah.
piece, ask all these people, are you bringing anything in? You got beer? You got all this? I'm like, what is all these questions? You know, that you used to be able to go over there.
Gotta
Now
love it.
you got to have this. You know what? So now you either have to have the passport or the card to get over there. The card
Mhm.
works for like Canada, or at least it used to. I don't know. They kind of got mad at us, but it used to
Oh
be like
wow.
Canada, and then like just like the islands, the Caribbean and Canada, pretty much in Mexico, and that was it. And then everybody else
Oh
you had to have a
wow.
passport, right? It was like the card because the card's a little bit cheaper. But
Yeah.
I would say I'd recommend
Yeah.
if you can get the whole thing, get the whole passport because
Yeah.
if you decide to go somewhere else that is besides the Caribbean or Canada or whatnot, then you'll have to get it anyways, and you're paying extra.
Well, I'm trying to go. I'm trying to see Germany. I'm trying to go out to Jamaica. Yeah, my mom is German. She was raised in Germany for about, I wouldn't say raised. She was there. She was born. She was there for like 3 years. She came to Polk County. I don't know why she came here, but And then I was born.
It's Florida. The weather's nice.
Pops. Yeah. I mean, I guess I don't know how it was back then before I came along, but yeah, my pops, he's Jamaican and Indian. He's from here, so we don't have the best relationship, but hey, it's all right.
Yeah, it happens. Life gets to life, and then it's like people try to hang on or catch up or whatever. But tell me
Yeah.
are we good to ask them about the music questions?
Of course, always.
Okay. So tell me about your music. What style do you do? Like who are your influences? What are you doing, putting out now? Stuff like that.
Okay, so I can't really speak on too much of what I'm going to be putting out anytime soon. It's all a surprise. Like, I got a big plan put together, but inspirations for me when I very first started rapping, my brothers got me into it. I used to see my older brothers freestyling, and I think I was 6 or 7 years old, and I was just so interested in it because I love music. I danced before anything, you know. I performed at a college. I think it was Polk State. I danced out there, but whenever I turned 11, whenever I turned 11 years old, I just I started doing poetry, and then I met somebody named Preston in middle school, and he had somebody named Drew that had a studio, and it was an old school. It wasn't somebody that was young. It was old school. So he was like, "Let me see what y'all could do on these type of beats." And I'm like, "Okay." So I'm like actually invested in trying to boost my vocabulary and my versatility. So he was like, "Can you sing?" And I was like, "I don't know. I don't think I can." So he's like, "Just try it." I sung. Ever since then, I've been making music. I've been going hard. I got over like 700 or 800 projects put up, and all the music that I have been making just because I wasn't able to afford the studio time. I got 2 babies, it's like a lot to live nowadays. So I really only been able to invest my money into myself and into my youngins. You know what I'm saying?
How old are you, Keith? How
I'm
old are you?
28.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm 28. All the music that you might hear or that you have heard, if you have heard it, it's been done off my phone. I use BandLab, so I mix it myself. What else? My inspirations, I would be honest. My inspirations when I first got into doing music, other than my brothers, would be Lil Wayne, Eminem. They were just obviously very iconic, but ever since I listened to them, I got into listening to Tupac, Notorious Biggie, Big L. I would listen to a lot of people that do ciphers. I listen to a lot of rap battles now. I like listening to Arson. He's pretty good. Cassidy. I used to listen to Nas. When I got deep into it, I guess I had a lot of time to invest my mind into it because I didn't really have my people. I was all like, I've really been on my own, to be honest, since like 13, 14. But I invested my time into like, dang, what can I see myself doing in 10 to 20 years instead of sitting behind a desk? I want to do something that's going to be able to invest in and be able to like guide the world into a different type of mindset, maybe help my kids, keep my family straight,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Other than them, Lil Yachty, he's a good inspiration for me nowadays. I like using the beat, like the 808 forms he uses. I think it's very interesting.
So you said you like battle rap. Did you see Daylight versus Rum Nitty?
Yes, I did. I'm actually invested in Daylight versus Absol, Joy BD or BA. I'm invested. They're going back and forth, and it's very entertaining. I feel like they're taking it old school. I don't want Eminem to get involved,
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
I think it's bringing a good side of the culture back into the industry because I feel like it has been a little washed out with a lot of violence and what I'm saying. Not to take from anybody's upbringing, but as far as people that haven't been going through that their whole life to just want to jump in and try to get that kind of inspiration or influence, I feel like it was overtaking the industry. This right here is like, okay, look at what they can say about each other and it's like say to each other and still keep it at a humble mode, like to where it ain't no violence. It's just in the mic.
Right. Yeah. Good.
I respect it.
Very, very well said. Listen, man, I feel like, you know, it became like the normal thing to be like, if you're a rapper, you have to be like some form of violence. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like
Yeah.
you can't just if you don't do that, you're not. Well, I'll say it like this. That's more for mainstream, where it's like you kind of have to go that route. But
Yeah.
I point out just about every time I'm on Heather's show or any other podcast, there's so much music that's not that way, that's positive, or even if it's not positive, right? Because
Yeah.
I'm not a positive rapper at all, right? But
Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
no. What I mean by that is I spend the majority of my time speaking about whack MCs, right? But I listen to a lot of music that like I don't even cuss when I rap. The majority of my rhyme partners don't, and it's like you can find the stuff
Yeah.
that's out there that's positive and not
You
that
definitely
way.
can. You
You know,
can. I believe anybody can make music.
sure. Sure. Well, systematically, it's like they make sure they push the violence and the ignorance. And if you look at some of the
Yeah.
biggest podcasts, besides the Heather Marie show, are like No Jumper. You know what I'm saying? Real
Yeah.
life street stars, where all they do is interview drill rappers and people having violence. But what I wanted to do was because this is a song I've been listening to. I just put it in the private, Heather. This is a song I've been listening to from LA Keith that I've been pause banging. So we'll
Yeah.
take a quick intermission if that's all right.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's no problem.
that's
Okay, that's no problem.
What, pause banging? Yeah, no.
Let's do it. Do you need me to mute my mic?
No, you don't have to do any of that. Give me just a second. I'm going to share my screen, and then you're good to go. All right.
Okay, for sure.
All right, and this is LA Keith, Can't Save You, featuring Big AJYM.
Oh yeah, let's go. Let me turn my camera off real quick. 1 second.
Actually, if you want, I can actually go big. Hold on, I can make it go big. Hold on.
Yeah, I mean it really don't matter. It's just visual. I hope y'all enjoy this. For sure.
Lit like a candle, nothing that I can't do. Took it out of Cancun, hit from every angle. I'ma act a damn fool, man, cause they ain't you. And she let it paint, ooh, baby, let me paint you. She on demon time, but she act just like an angel. She just wanna count it up and kick it like Luke King. Fuck with my love, wanna know they can't save you. Ain't met this church, but I still hit this bang, ooh. Yeah, hit a little bastard. No church, but I hit it in pastor. Made a burp when I put it in backwards. Since birth, I've been feeling like a master. Riding in that ghost, feeling like Casper. Got it on our foes, like a badger. We can go slow, or we can go faster. She said that shit I do, attractive. We can do the most, and do it to the after. Drip it down the coat till it's Maj on the back, yeah. Tryna get it in, huh? I don't need a bad boy. Know that I'ma spin, huh? Show you what you asked for. Hope you ready, cause I'm coming at you like a black horse. 60 machetes, my niggas coming like the tap force.
Yeah.
My niggas coming like a tap force. Lit like a candle, nothing that I can't do. Took it out of Cancun, hit from every angle. I'ma act a damn fool, man, cause they ain't you. And she let it paint, ooh, baby, let me paint you. She on demon time, but she act just like an angel. She just wanna count it up and kick it like Luke King. Fuck with my love, wanna know they can't save you. Ain't met this church, but I still hit it.
I cannot take it to Cancun, fucking the restroom. Pull up with Gainer, but stepping like step
Like
food.
step
Not for the
food.
trick, I ain't trying to impress you. Can't be my bitch, you ain't bad as the
Better.
last two. Yeah.
Okay.
Can't be my bitch, you ain't bad as the last one. Don't want no bitch, I just fuck him and pass on. Just trying to get to the net like a cashier. Yeah, know I've been trapping. Yeah, me and my brother get packs. Yeah. Let's get it cracking. I want my fire, so let's get it cracking. We get it lit like a candle, stepping like sandals. She want control like she changing the channel. Blow up my phone, bitch, I'm not finna answer. Drip on the floor of my fence.
Lit like a candle, nothing that I can't do. Took it out of Cancun, hit from every angle. I'ma act a damn fool, man, cause they ain't you. And she let it paint, ooh, baby, let me paint you. She on demon time, but she act just like an angel. She just wanna count it up and kick it like Luke King. Fuck with my love, wanna know they can't save you. Ain't met this church, but I still hit this man, ooh.
That's actually more recent too. That's one of my more recent songs. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
These are all freestyles. Yeah, these are all freestyles too. I don't write.
Nice. That's nice.
I appreciate it.
I see the kitty was getting down like Kitty was just jamming with it too.
I'm over here hanging out.
What's Kitty's name? I seen Kitty over in the corner over there.
Her name is Tinker.
Yeah, okay.
Sure. Yeah, man. Your management had sent me that song. I like that one. You know,
I got plenty more. I got so much music, man. I could email you something. You know,
Yeah.
I got songs where I'm singing. I got songs where I'm actually like using heavy vocabulary, where I'm actually being versatile, and I got songs where it's turn up. I got love music.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
On them
So-
tracks over, do you have Supreme's email? If not, I can put mine on mine as a banner.
Actually, on that page that song was on, there's more music on that page from me.
So there's not so many people. There's not so many people watching that I won't give you a teaching moment. That's why I said management sent me the song. Don't worry, your management has you. I'm
Okay,
in
for sure,
contact.
for sure.
So I'll get everything. You know what I mean? I'll get it all from
Okay, for
management.
sure.
Let them do it. You don't do that. You're the star.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay.
So where do you get your production from most of the time?
I'm on YouTube. I'm looking for free, and I'm not really trying to post for income.
Mm-hmm.
This last beat, I got it. Who did I get this from? It's from Michelangelo. I got 3 top producers that I use on YouTube. It's Michelangelo Beats, it's Oh Boy, and it's Benji Yang.
Mm-hmm.
04, Donnie Katana. But I've been faithful to these producers for like 4 years.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
So you're helping them get known right now because I don't.
Yes.
I'm hearing about them, and now I'm gonna go look them up.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. Oh Boy. I think Oh Boy was in the movie Superfly.
Mm-hmm.
I think one of his beats was in the movie Superfly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Benji Yang, he does like samples that you'll hear on a Bryson Tiller type beat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all over the place when I make music. I'm literally like all over the place. You know, I could be on a trap instrumental here, and then on a country beat here, and then on like just a regular like a guitar playing with nothing in the background. You know,
It's the vibe. You're a vibe person.
yes. If I can, you know. If I can get a second to breathe, I got a second to sit there and just make something. Yeah.
Word. Okay. So what do you have coming up? Do you have like an album, an EP, something in the works?
I do have something that I'm in the works with. It's gonna be an album. I wanna actually come out with it, but I don't want to really give too much info out right now.
Sure.
My manager did say be mindful because
Yeah.
Okay. But for sure there is a lot to come. I got so much work put up, and I'm still making music. I've probably had like 4 projects I've been working on in the past week that are new. So
wow. Word. Okay.
Yeah, I'm dedicated for real.
Yeah. All right. So who would be your dream collab right now?
Who would be my dream collab? To be completely honest, it would be Jeffrey himself, Young Thug. That's I think that's my favorite artist in the game at this moment. Mm-hmm. I've been focused on Thug for so long because he proved to me you can actually just be yourself and people are going to still pay attention as long as you like are dedicated. So Young Thug. Yeah, Young Thug. Okay. That would be one of my dream features if I could have 2. To be honest, I think my second would be Chris Brown. Okay. Word. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he's a great performer, entertainer, singer. Well, he's the reason why I started singing. Yeah.
That's I was like, singing. Yeah, he's a versatile.
I was like, he can sing. He's light skinned. You know what? I'm gonna try to sing. I'm light skinned. Yeah. Shoot, and then that summer or fall, whenever he was going on that run job, he was rapping better than some rappers at that point. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, Chris. He can rap. He's pretty good. He can rap. I just don't think that'll be his like dedication as far as if it comes to him rapping or singing. Yeah, it's not his main thing. Yeah, but he sounds good enough that he can do it, you know. But yeah, no, for sure, it's not his bread and butter. Yeah, well, we're opposite because I do love singing, but I started off rapping, like poetry, rhymes, like ciphers. That's my favorite thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Sure. Yeah, my girl got agitated. I'll sit here and listen to beats for like 6 hours and not had nothing done. The next day, I put the same beats on. I got songs ready for all of them. Yeah. Okay.
Do you have a certain method to it? Like for me, like say if I'm working on a track, I start playing it. Sometimes if I start getting thoughts about it, I have to wait because I got to get to either where the paper is or where the recorder, like where I'm recording it, like right here. I'm recording.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. as far as putting my melodies and figuring out what I'm gonna say, my flow down, I call it the roller coaster factor. So I'll sit there and hear an instrumental, and I'll hit notes high and low. No matter, like, it might sound hideous, but I'll be looking for that one thing that sounds good with the instrumentals, with whatever's playing. Then I'll save that note, and I'll be like, you know what? Let me see how this is gonna sound if I stretch it out and I go off of this. As far as how I record, I usually keep my mic, if I'm recording with these, I usually record my AirPods, so it's like wireless. But if I'm recording with this, I keep it like a little under my lips, a little in front of my chin, or I keep it out to the right a little bit. Make sure I'm in the bathroom or everything's quiet, AC is off.
Right.
Yeah, I get very focused whenever I get into it. Just to be honest.
Word. So you record on your phone. So I'm gonna I just sent your manager something that isn't too costly, and it's like most people don't know about this thing, but actually I found out about it because ASAP Rocky uses it. It's not even a very expensive device, and it can make you sound really good. So your manager has it. So hopefully we can get that to you soon.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah. Word.
Yeah, I've been working on mixing and mastering it all by myself. Mm-hmm. I've really been on YouTube a lot. YouTube is my father.
Mm-hmm. What do you use for mixing and mastering?
On BandLab?
Mm-hmm.
I use presets. I use the simple equalizers. I'll just turn the low pass on, low pass down, turn the high pass down. I keep the mid pass in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
It takes all the static away whenever you're recording, so you don't really hear the shh in the background. It'll also make sure your S's and your T's aren't picking up and popping.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. So you know some stuff. All right.
You do. Yeah. I'm saying that because that's exactly what you do. It's like the low goes high and the high goes low for the filters. Yeah. And what that does is on the low end you get all that bloody sound. So all the sounds, they just stack up and you just hear a bunch of glob in there. You know what I'm saying? But if you do the low filter for the high and the high for the lows, which you're already doing, then you you only have the actual sounds that's being played and not all the reverberations and all the echoes and all the extra stuff in there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you already on point with that. Have you ever been to someone's studio where you were able to use a DAW like Logic, Reason, Pro Tools, Fruit Loop?
I've never personally used it. I have been to a couple studios. It wasn't really the best energy in the studios I've been at. You know, so I don't really. I chose this method over actually going around and not being in my mode, not having the right energy. Mm-hmm. I just feel like if I'm gonna do this, what I love, I want to do it around people that are like focused on the same things, not people that are focused trying to be ahead of you. Cause I'm not trying to be ahead of nobody. I'm trying to make sure my family's straight. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's like whenever I get in the studio, if it's not me recording, I'm giving a lot of energy. You know, because I want you to be able to get into that mode. It's not easy.
Right.
Yeah, that's why I got production because I do an artist as well, but I sing and I rap and stuff like that. But I ended up going to Full Sail to learn audio production and music production because I knew how to use the hardware settings like the key, like we had old school Casio, or we had the Yamaha.
Oh, that's dope.
And you would use the MIDI and stuff, but I didn't know how to use it. And then you get with people's studios, like I used to just go sit at people's studios and watch, or like at their house, people I knew they had the software equipment. I didn't have it because I couldn't afford it. Like you said, you couldn't afford it. So I just sit there and watch them, and you want to try stuff out. And some of them beats sound horrible, but you got to sit there and watch what's going on. Maybe the vibe wasn't what you wanted because you ready to lay down tracks. You ready to bang. You could have like 5 hits out or whatever, vibing off the trumpet, and then here come the saxophone, and then them drums was doing something, 808 or whatever it was. That you were vibing off of, and now you done did like you thought it was one song, and you got the song plus the remix, and then did for the third song kind of thing.
Yeah, and not only that, like majority of the time for me, because that is one of the big problems. But majority of the time to me, it'd be like not how they're mixing it, but the energy on. Okay, can you run that back so I can redo it? I want it to sound how I need it to sound, and they don't want to do the extra. They're like you know, I don't want to take up your time if you're gonna be aggravated. I need some passion. You know what I'm saying?
takes or nothing like that. That's crazy. That's good. That's literally like an engineer's job. Is like, okay, you put the track in there, you set it up to record, you check the mic lines, you check the audio lines. Then when you check it and you start recording, you make sure it sounds. So if there's something you can adjust, but
well,
that's really the thing. Like, vocal comps are a thing. Like,
everybody's worried about a one take. Like one takes, that it's legendary when you hear a rapper talk about, oh, this is, I do one takes. No, you're not. No, you're not. When you're pushing out this top quality music that has no flaw in it, you're not doing one takes. You're literally, you're taking your time and you're getting your art together. And there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? But it's like to force that image or force that influence on people to make people feel like, oh, if you don't do it one take, you're lame or you're not doing this for real.
Sure.
It's like, you can't really do that. You can't.
So one of the biggest problems in hip hop / rap music for me has been narrative building, right? So like Jay-Z says that he learned how to one take from Biggie. Wayne hears Jay-Z say that. Now he's only he doesn't write. Next thing you know, because of Wayne's popularity, everyone says they're not writing, and people are getting a little out of hand with it because it's like you said, and no, you didn't. You didn't spit all this like fantabulous, super you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Polysyllabic lyrics.
I think this is the simplest way to say it. It sounds good, but do you think that the people that are actually managing these albums and producing these behind the scenes are going to let you off the whim just say you just went in there and did that real quick and got out?
Yeah.
It can happen now and again, but it's not going to be every time. Like you said, if you really feel the beat, like if I start feeling the beat and I start hearing the hook and record, then it could happen. But even if you do that one take, there's still going to be maybe one or two sections where you need to go clean up a note or something.
Well, that's facts. But I'm gonna be honest. I've done a one take a couple times, but it's not. I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm saying it shouldn't be pushed as the narrative of you can't really rap if you're not one taking stuff. Like you're taking people's dreams away. Like, oh dang, I won't be able to do that. Nah, that's not how it is. You got to practice make perfect.
Don't get me wrong. Like a lot of seasoned MCs, it's like if it's not their song, if it's like a feature, they'll come in there and spit their verse one time because they're like, it's like I don't know, Common or Jadakiss or somebody. But they've been rapping for 40 years. You know what I mean? You better like if you, you know what I'm saying? And they're getting 15 bands and drop 16 bars. 16 bars is nothing if you're a freaking Jadakiss. I don't expect you to come in here and doggone it. Hold up, bring it back, and doing all that raspy stuff, man. Get about my studio, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. You got to know how to categorize who's in it for entertainment and who's in it for the actual rapping of it. You can't go out there and put some of these artists against actual battle rappers. It won't work. It won't.
Yeah. No, they'll get washed. They'll get washed quick because that's not what they do.
It's not, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's just that's not your ballpark,
right?
But it's still rapping. It doesn't mean that you can't do it,
right?
Like Playboi Carti, he has entertaining music. His music can be very entertaining. Can he go against Arson? Can he go against Cassidy or Nas? Can he do that? Freestyle?
No, he's not. He won't be doing that.
And that's no shade. It's just like there's different categories to music. So
and I'll be honest too, though. I found that some of these rappers that are, as you put it, more entertaining. Sometimes they actually can do that. Here's what they know because I'm an artist myself. What
sells?
Yeah, I'm an artist myself, and I can tell you like I don't make the booty shake song or whatever. I don't even know. I haven't listened to Celestial Radio in 20 years because it's so not my thing. I'm not gonna put it down. Yeah. It's not my thing. So I know that if I was making more club songs, dance songs, love songs, emo songs, whatever, I might go further. So I know that some of these guys can actually really go. They just know that they ain't gonna make the money with that, so they get more image based and more entertainment based as opposed to more bars.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Because I know some of these battle rappers can't keep their phones on.
I mean, Kendrick Lamar did just do ad libs on Playboi Carti's album.
Oh wow!
We know what Kendrick Lamar can do.
Sure. Sure.
So I mean, you're right.
Yeah, man. Word.
I'm gonna be honest. I think what I
What's
love
up,
most
what's
about
up,
the
DJ
music.
No Less? What you doing, DJ No Less? How you doing? Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you.
You're good, yo.
We got
I
DJ No
can't-
Less from H Life magazine here. We gonna try and get you up in that magazine. But go
What's
ahead,
up,
sorry,
DJ?
brother.
What's up, DJ No Less? Nice to meet you, LA. I think one of my favorite parts about music itself is the fact that, you know, when you talk to somebody in life, you can't really vent, because when you find yourself venting, you're like, oh, why do I really hear myself right now? You don't want to vent. You never know how somebody can react. But when you make music, you're creating a moment to where you can say everything you need to, and somebody's gonna hear it, and you don't have to conversate about it. You get to get it off your chest about how you feel, about what you're thinking, your emotions. Like, you know, it's just a good way to, like, cause I'm not gonna lie, my childhood was very rough. So for me personally, it's just been a very good way to, like, escape and let off pressure from trauma, you know?
Word.
And it is a
Yeah,
healing
for sure.
tool. I think that's why so many people really love the music, because people can feel the love, the joy, the pain. I
Yeah.
don't want to hate, but
Facts.
even that people, you even have some moments where you have that, all the emotions, you have to be able to have a chance to let them out in a healthy fashion. And if you don't do that, that's when people's lives get messed up.
Yeah, a lot of people's life can get messed up, and that's facts. That is very much real. I lost a lot of people in my family, young, sad to say, but you never know what's gonna happen to somebody. You never know what somebody's going through. So I always treat people with the utmost respect, you know, because why not?
Absolutely. Hey, shouts out to Alex Johnson in Shreveport. He out there at the studio and with the radio station out there in Shreveport. So y'all know what it is. Y'all show some support right there off of
What's
Ferry
up,
Avenue.
Alex?
Yeah, Alex Johnson. They'll be over there at the studio off of Ferry Avenue in Shreveport doing the thing. They got live recording. They got a radio station over there too. So
Okay.
be
That's
up over
lit.
there doing the shows and stuff like that. I mean him over there doing Good Times Road, Juneteenth. So I know a lot of people from doing Juneteenth before people knew what that was. He said he liked the show, so I really appreciate the support.
Oh yeah, that's
Appreciate
real.
it tunes in for real, definitely. So
Yeah, that's real. That's love.
yeah.
I'll make sure to send over your records over that way, and to DJ None Less, and all the things. We're gonna do all the things.
Okay, for all the things for sure.
Pause.
Pause.
And let us know when you got the shows and stuff like that. You got the shows coming out, or you got the flyer. We can get you back on the show, and then we can let them know, hey, you got a show coming up, you got a tour coming up. This is the day.
Okay.
Here's the flyers. And we can do that. So
Okay. We're gonna be in touch. Definitely, we're gonna be in touch.
Word.
Really wanted to be more of a behind the scene thing.
No
It's gonna be
doubt.
major though. It's gonna definitely be major. I'm ready. I'm ready for everything. You know.
it sounds like you have like a whole catalog sitting there waiting to be recorded and pushed out. There's one thing I would definitely say, people. This is the best advice I will give to people. If you out there and you have a music studio, but you see somebody that's really talented, but they just don't have the money for the music studio, maybe you should consider working with them on the professional level where you guys do the paperwork. And by paperwork, I'm talking about ASCAP and BMI, making sure that your people have that. Because then if you have a lovely artist like yourself that's got the talent and the skills, but don't necessarily have the money to go into the studio, that's heartbreaking to hear. But if you have producers like Supreme and I also produce and stuff like that, but you have people like us, when we work with our artists and stuff like that, that may be how we doing that. Maybe we're doing the work for them, and we've got everything on the back end because we see the value in people. And that doesn't always work like that. I'm not gonna say that it always works like that. Sometimes it doesn't work like that. But
for sure.
Always I'm just putting it out there to other artists and producers. Sometimes it's about you got to pay the bills and this is your craft. But then sometimes you're like the art of it. You really somebody that's like, man, this person's really doing a good job. We need to put them on the team with us instead of it being like, I need you to pay me so much per hour. It might be like, put you on the team. You need to be our artist, and we need to come on. And you can just come. You're gonna come on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and we're gonna record from this time to this time. We're gonna do this out. Such and such percentage. It's the paperwork.
Right.
But it don't
That's
always
real
work.
though.
would
If I
encourage
could-
that when you see that.
if I could jump in, yeah, it's like this, yo. Everybody, you know, is getting too caught up in the bread, right? So it gets to a point where no one will just say, "Hey, come over and make music and let's see what happens." Because if the music's good, it's gonna happen anyway. So the best example of that, right, is that I think that as an artist, a manager, a label head, an A&R, a president of a record label, they have to like you first as a person, right? So
Yeah, for sure.
the biggest and best example of that is Eminem and Paul Rosenberg, right? Paul Rosenberg liked Eminem's sense of humor, his personality. So
Yeah,
he wasn't getting money to manage him, but he said, well, I'm gonna make sure he gets in the studio. I'm gonna make sure he's getting his music done, and you see the results, right? Obviously, there's nothing to be said. He came out and he destroyed things in a positive manner. So sometimes, yeah, like Heather was saying, it can't just be about, oh, pay me to record, pay me to manage you, pay me to do this, pay me to do that. No, how about if you really believe in someone, just give them a shot? Because you give a person a break, you never know where it can go, man.
bro. That's some of the realest. I don't know if I can cuss on here. I'm not even gonna cuss, but that's real. That's very real.
Yeah.
Because it's so much talent. I'm gonna be honest. I'm 28 years old, and throughout my years, I've seen and met so many people that are so talented, but they didn't meet the right person, or they didn't push the right way, and it's like, man, you gotta be consistent.
Nobody give him a break.
Send them over, please. Send them people over. Look here. Let me do this. Let's do this. I know I've got mine right here. There's my email. If y'all know anybody that's a talented artist and they're having a hard time getting recorded, having people work with them, send the stuff over to my email. I will definitely press play and take a listen and give you that chance. We have people over here that we want to make real music with real artists. And like I said, some of the best artists don't always have the time to do that, but
yeah,
no.
Yeah,
man.
Oh, man.
I'm also taking submissions for the I'll go ahead and say that since I'm talking about now for the spotlight and sickle cell. Let's see, not that one, but it's my email, and then we show up and show out for sickle cell. I believe that there it is. And so I'm actually accepting submissions right now. If you know anybody that's got the sickle cell trait or disease, or if they actively support sickle cell, submit to this email because I'm actively looking to do either a mixtape or compilation album. It doesn't have to be about sickle cell. It could be anything: hip hop, R&B, rap. If you got other genres and you do rock or pop or something like that, you know what I'm saying? And we'll accept you. It's not like, oh no, you do pop music. I do mostly hip hop and R&B. I want to accept you. That's not the case. I want to get artists because sickle cell is it's a tough disease and whatnot. And I haven't got any submissions yet. I keep telling people that we got people.
It's very serious. Yeah.
Yeah, but I like to get some submissions so I can really, show.
Sure.
Yeah, you can do that because
y'all go definitely show love to this show out for sickle cell. Definitely. I'm gonna go show love.
I appreciate it. And that's actually the actual hashtag. I'm working on a nonprofit for that. So you know what I'm saying? And people are always welcome to support that. If you can't support it, yeah. That's why I said we take musicians and artists. And like I said, I love to press play. If you send it to me, I'm gonna take a listen and see what I think about that. That's how you can really ask for it.
Don't send it to me.
I'm gonna send a few things over. I'm gonna have my manager send some things over.
Oh no, I listen to you, but I'm saying for anybody out there, don't send nothing to me.
Send it to this email. Look, if you're gonna show up for sickle cell, send it to me, and I will press play because I'm actively seeking submissions for the conglomeration album. So please send them to this email that's posted.
Yeah, please do. Send them to Heather. Don't send them to me because I'm an elitist East Coast snob. I'm picky about my music. Don't send me nothing.
That's so funny. Yeah. We got love for the sickle cell, so I'm trying to get them submissions.
Oh, for sickle cell, yes. I'm just saying in general. Don't send me nothing.
Yeah, no. We always accepting submissions for the sickle cell, even if it's late. I'm like, we're done with this one. We'll do a second one. If we do the first conglomeration album and I start getting more submissions, and like, hey, you missed us, then I'll be like, yo, we'll just do a second one. But I'm waiting for the first one. You know what I mean? I gotta get people here too. I gotta find people out.
Yeah, that's real. That's real.
Yeah, but
this is amazing.
I do that every show. We do that every show with the sickle cell because I have 3 kids with sickle cell. So I always put that out there.
one of my homeboys has sickle cell. He's still alive. He's still here. I just know it's not nothing to play with. It's very serious.
Yes, sir. So, any last words before we get up out of here, LA Key?
Y'all go follow my Instagram, l.a.space.keith. I got quite a bit of followers, but it's not about the followers. It's about the investment. It's about the connections. It's about the influence. You know, it's about the knowledge that we spread with each other.
Hey, y'all, his Instagram is in the chat. His Instagram is in the chat.
Okay,
on
for
the
sure.
YouTube side and the Facebook side and the Twitch side. If anybody,
y'all go check me out. Check me out on YouTube. There's plenty more to come. I'm gonna be dropping as much as possible as soon as I'm able to. It's a mystery right now and it's a surprise, so I don't want to give out too much info on that. But y'all stay focused, stay ready. It's going down.
Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, Frank Matthews? Peace, man. Thanks for tapping in. Hey, check out. Make sure you click Frank Instagram and check out the YouTube link. I'm gonna drop his YouTube link right now. Frank Matthews is a good
thank you, brother.
His time is not all his right now. Let's put it that way. But he's able to tap in, and you know what I mean. He supports all my music. He always likes and shares, and he do more work than some people that's in the regular cipher. Let's put it that way.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah,
understood.
Thank you, Frank. Thank you for supporting, man.
Thank you, Frank.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Frank.
Yeah. So follow him on IG, everybody. You see the links. I put the links. See, management did a good job. They gave me your links ahead of time. I got your IG.
Yeah. They're going hard right now. They're going hard.
Yes, sir. I like that. So yeah, man. I interrupted your final words. I'm sorry because we're getting ready to wrap it up.
Oh no, you're good. I don't know this too much, but I am up and running for the festival that's coming up for America's Top Hitmaker. I'm in 4th place right now.
Okay.
So if y'all can go vote for LA Keith. I'm trying to get on the stage. It's a $60,000 reward. I'll be on Rolling Stone if I get the chance to get up there. It'll be life changing. So I worked hard for it. I'm dedicated. If y'all do want to go vote, I can have my management send you the link for that too.
Is that the one in New York? Is that the competition that they be doing like the 60,000 in New York?
Yes.
Okay, I've seen that.
Yeah. Well, anyways, other than that, I really appreciate y'all for having me on here. It's a blessing. You know, anytime y'all want to have me pop out, I'll be here.
Oh, thanks, man. Thank you so much. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
For sure.
I'm voting for you right now.
Yeah, sir.
I'm on America's Top Hitmaker right now, voting for you, brother.
Okay, for sure. I appreciate the love, man. Appreciate the support. Y'all take it easy.
All right, man.
Thank you so much for having me on the show. And we are checking it out on the Heather Free Show.
LA.
Right, everybody, it was so nice to have you on this week's show, and we next time men go up your outlet like she. Thank you so much. See you next time.